countdown started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Buys time, rolling right. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, next to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On 3rd down, it's Young. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
First down. Ready, set.
And off to Genty. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5.
I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
52 blue. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them. Trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. This a 48-yard look for him. Carlson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, it went right through.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it, and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. Moving there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On third down, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now he starts from the 6. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Down. Set.
First play is going to be again to Jency. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They're all set now. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 27.
Off the play fake. It's Young. Buying some time right. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
They'll take over first and 10.
Second down. They go past here, and it's intercepted. kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board. Cade York now on for the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. York knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. And suddenly a chance to take the lead re-enters the picture following that penalty. Now they send their back in motion right. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Nix from the gun. Drops it down, Harvey. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for third down. Here he goes, third and long. That one finds his man, Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
On now is York to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Play action now, Young. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. Anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for Raiders first.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Giving this to Genty. And he gets a few on the plays forward.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That's incomplete left side. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that takes them to third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Set. Ready.
Air it out on third. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, he puts 6 on the board for the offense.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive.
On the ready.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Set. Go.
Genty from the gun. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Down. Set.
Young on first and 10. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Christian Harris on the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He rolls to his right. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready. Set. Go. Hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On the set.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Roster. Sit. Here we go. Here we go. You. Black. Black shot. Red. Yellow. Grill green.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. On the move. Headed right. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Here's Genty, and he won't challenge for the goal line. Stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on first and goal, still 4 yards to go on second.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders at a deficit. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Claws red. Yellow, 22. Cut.
Shotgun snap out Young. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Carlson now to add one more.
Carlson on for the point after.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Nix again on second and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open and close. You got single eye or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Okay, ready?
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Young working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Looking slant route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First down.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Young looking to throw. On the move, past the 40. Escapes the defender. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, it denies the first down.
Completed over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
From the red zone now. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the line. And goes to the hurry up here. Genty does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
Daniel Carlson
out to try this Raiders field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 24 on that play. The Broncos will have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Nick's looking to throw. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Now it's Young. Going the out route, complete. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Young. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Yellow. Ready. Go. Ready.
Rush coming for Young. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. To get it at the edge of the red zone as he goes out of the 20.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Knicks from the gun. This is Sutton working the right side. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. One's complete. Takes Bryant out right. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and 6 in the end.
To kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Raiders first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line.
10 black. Hut. 10.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Getting 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is Genty on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Young. The throw here on first. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
Down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
They're going play action. Young. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready, break.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Fury, yellow. Let's go. Set.
From the red zone on first. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ready?
Young's throwing for it. They draw just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Gotta go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Nix off the play action. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
It's just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first.
Raider first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They give left side to Genty. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard
So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Offense is set, first and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Another give here to Genty. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before loss.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Defense shows blitz. Young has it down close. He has the touchdown. Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 35, Broncos 28.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Mims. He's stopped on the run back at the 27th.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Clock, set, ready. 52 blue. Smash, red. Ready.
And off to Genty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, set. Blaster, 6. Green Jack. Set.
Out of the gun, Young. It's complete. This is Bowers. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
They'll toss it. Genty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime that results in a loss, it could...
They did it! He made the interception! And the Broncos have some new life in the fourth! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. It is a...
On the right sideline, there's space. Has some room to work. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the fourth.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. But you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive. Just a whole bunch of celebration.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Down, red, cycle. 10 black. Set, hut.
They'll run it with Genty. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Drill green, 45. Set.
Young working from the gun. Finds Genty underneath. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Flush down now to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's first out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Come on, Black Ultra. Hut.
Young to throw it. Forced out to his right. He calls his own number again. Gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut. Ready.
And he could have a free play here. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a first down after all. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Complete over the middle. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down.
Strike.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
33, yellow.
Giving this to Genty. He has room past the 25. Ooh, and he is crammed at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders in range for a game-winning score. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Now Young. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts are just so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Set, ready.
Looking to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
Down. 45, white. Ready.
Throwing now. He's got it to his running back. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Genty. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.